Hi everyone, it's Cassie, the Young Teen Librarian at East Hampton Library. Today for our virtual make and take craft, I'm going to show you how to make Sharpie and alcohol tiles. And it is really simple. All you're going to need is some plain white tiles. They could be the glossy type or they could be the matte type where the coating on them is either matte or glossy. Sharpies of all different types of colors. 91% rubbing alcohol. You could potentially use 70% rubbing alcohol, but apparently the effect doesn't work as well with 70%, and I know, so 91% is the preferred rubbing alcohol to use. And then a small eyedropper or a straw. And then once you were done, also if you want to make sure your end result to last for a while, use acrylic sealing spray. So we have everything today except for the acrylic sealing spray. So for what I have, this is a little bottle with an eyedropper, and so I filled it with the 91% rubbing alcohol. So this is the rubbing alcohol that I have. This is the one that I used, and I have two plain white tiles here. I made a sample earlier, so I'm going to show you what my sample looks like. It's pretty cool. And what's nice about this craft, this is the type of craft where every time you try it, the effect is always going to be different. It's always going to come out differently. So for my craft today, I decided to use 5 markers. So I am going to be using one of these tiles will have blue, purple, and green on it, and then the other one will have red, orange, and green. I was going to originally use yellow, but I found that the yellow didn't stand out as much. It wasn't as vibrant. So what we're gonna do is we'll start with one. We're gonna start with this one. And all you have to do is pretty much just make random splotches of color using the markers. So it's just, and you can see it's just so random. The color is so random, and right now doesn't really look that great. And then our last touch of color for that one. Alright, so that is what it looks like before we add the alcohol. So we're going to set that one aside, and then we're going to work on our other one, which is the blue, green, and purple. So we'll start with the green again. Final splotch of color. There you have it. So this one, we made a bunch more individual colors, but now we're going to set them on our tray, and we're going to take our eyedropper of rubbing alcohol, and we're just going to put a couple drops. Start with a few, and then go from there and add more as you see fit. Trying to show you the reaction. I don't know if you can tell, but if you can kind of see, it's kind of what it's doing is it's pulling the colors together, and it's making the colors spread out. And pretty much once you're done with all of this, you just let them sit and dry. There is another method for making Sharpie and alcohol tiles where you take a lighter and you set the alcohol on fire, but I would suggest not doing that because that's just a potential for disaster. that's more like that allows you to like for it to just quickly dry and be done. So these are the end result. You can kind of see that like the colors and the patterns have changed a little bit. So just let it dry, and then and then eventually you'll see the resulting pattern. But it's just really cool. It's like a nice, quick and simple and creative. It's definitely a creative craft where you can play around with it and you can make it what you want it to be, and see what patterns you come up with. So I hope that you all enjoyed this and that maybe it inspired you to make your own Sharpie alcohol tiles. So as I said, I hope you enjoy it, and I hope that you all have a great rest of your day. Bye everyone.